Of course, a splash of sports as well.
Now, here's your host, Tom.
Welcome back to Hour 3 of Ocala Talks. Wow, I can't even say Ocala. It is a Friday edition. The rain looks like it's broke up for right now, but when I looked at the radar, there's more coming.
So does that mean you are not golfing this afternoon and you get to spend quality time with me?
You have to deliver. You have deliveries you have to do.
Remember the quarantine days when you used to do that with me?
You mean when I gained 35 pounds?
Are you blaming that on me?
100%.
Yeah, it's probably my fault.
I'm not taking blame for it. I'll go to my grave saying you force-fed me.
Well. It's not that, you continue to just call pizza places and get pizza delivered to the house. That
had nothing to do with it.
That's because I did not make you healthy food to eat, so you were forced to do that.
That's what it was.
Is that where we're going?
Probably had nothing to do with the enormous amounts of popsicles that I eat on a regular basis.
Yeah, but you know what? As a sweet treat, that's not a bad one.
They're only 40 calories each. Yeah. The problem is I eat 10 of them.
Well, I've been into that pudding lately, and that's a lot more than 40 calories.
A lot more.
But it's so good.
For those wondering, this is Susan Kieran. She owns Just Shipped. She is also my fiance.
Oh, yes. And I will be at Muni this afternoon picking up some packages for them to go out.
You are? You're going
at
to?
Ocala Golf Club. I'm sorry.
Well, it's Muni. People knew what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So out and about this weekend, some things to do. The Southeastern Youth Fair. Marion County's historic Southeastern Youth Fair. It's been running since 1941. This year's event takes place February 19th through the 27th at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. This is a premier event for 4-H and FAA students in Marion County. Go to sayfair, SEYfair.com, or call 629-1255 for more information about the Southeastern Youth Fair this weekend and next weekend at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. The music of Garth Brooks, February 19th, at the Orange Blossom Opry. It will not be Garth Brooks. It'll just be the music of Garth Brooks. Plus the return, the Ultimate Beatles Experience, February 20th. So that's tonight's the music of Garth Brooks. Tomorrow is the Ultimate Beatles Experience. And the Everly Brothers Experience is Sunday. Showtimes and ticket costs vary. Details at obopry.com. There's you were at the World Equestrian Center. No, you didn't go to that. Business after hours.
I didn't go to the business after hours, but my stiletto group, which
you just were at.
I just went with April Savarese, who's going to be here later.
April Savarese.
Savarese. So I was okay.
Savarese. What did you
say? Look.
Okay.
Leave my dyslexia alone, okay?
April Savarese is in your stiletto group.
She is. She's the
president. Isn't she?
She's the president of it. Yeah. She invited us. She organized a private tour
of the World Equestrian
Center.
You did that Tuesday?
Tuesday, yes.
Yeah.
And I want you to do me a favor, if you can. Will you ask her about the Bourbon in the Barn?
I will.
That is a fundraiser for the Boys and Girls Club.
Is that's next week?
No. I believe it's at the end of March.
Okay.
I believe it's at the end of March, but it's going to be at the World Equestrian Center.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, this weekend at the World Equestrian Center, free parking and admission to see Jeff Jarrett. And here's country music performance from 5 to 8 p.m. The Jammin' Jambalaya duo will be there from 5 to 8 p.m. Saturday in the Grand Plaza. Go to WEC.net or call 414-7900 for more information on that. So they got music and free parking and admission for the WEC, the World Equestrian Center Entertainment. The Winter Spectacular number 7, the National Snaffle Bit Association, will host the NSBA Hunter Jumper Winter Spectacular number 7 through February 24th. With $4 million in prizes. Guess where that's at?
World Equestrian Center?
The World Equestrian Center, that's right. You can also find out showtimes are 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. daily. That's subject to change. Go to WEC.net or call 414-7900 for that. Discovery Center Date Night.
Ooh.
A unique kid-free experience.
We have that every night. Well, except for the dogs.
From 6:30 to 9 tonight. just for adults at the Discovery Center. That's on Sanchez Avenue. It's actually on the corner of Sanchez and 8th. Guests may enjoy light appetizers, drinks, and chances to enjoy the center, including the Chain Reaction Charlie exhibit. It's $30 per couple. Visit mydiscoverycenter.org or call 401-3900 for more information. Art Outside the Lines. Celebrate Ocala's public art with a live musical performance, food trucks, and activities. That's tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. as part of the Tuskwilla Art Park series. This will be at Tuskwilla Park. General admission is free. A curator pass for $15 includes 2 guided public art tours, art-themed games and prizes, and a complimentary beverage. If you want to know more about that, go to ocalafl.org/artpark or call 629-8447. And now here's one. Our good friends at On Top of the World are putting this on, and this is going to be fun. It is Sunday from 1 to 4 p.m. at Shalom Park. The Gnome and Fairy Festival. Shalom Park's second annual Gnome and Fairy Festival takes place 1 to 4 p.m. on Sunday. Shalom Park is on Southwest 80th Avenue. If you want more details, go to Shalom Park, that's SHOLOM Park.org, or call 873-0848. So that's some things to do around town this weekend. That discovery for couples, that date night sounds pretty good. Think I might want to go to that tonight.
It depends on how light I'm working tonight.
How light you're working?
How late I'm working. But don't forget about the Appleton Museum, too. Free this weekend.
That's right. The Appleton Museum's free every weekend in February.
Yeah, so it's this weekend and then the next weekend.
We went and took in the Appleton.
We did. It was really nice.
Well, you were kind of surprised that we had something like that here in Ocala, weren't you?
You know what? I was really surprised about? That it was free.
And nobody was there.
And nobody was, like the security guard who also knows about the art and whatever his title is, the person that is kind of floating around with you, he walked with us the entire time because there was.
I think he thought I was going to take a Picasso.
I don't think so.
I think he was.
He
thought I was casing the joint.
No. I don't think so at all.
You don't think so?
No.
But we had a very good time at the Appleton.
It was really nice.
And I was surprised like you. It's free admission, folks, to the Appleton, and nobody was there when we were there. I mean, what did we see? Besides the security guard, we may have seen 5 people.
Maybe, yes.
And 2 of those were in the parking lot. I mean, that's a true story.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful, and it's not that overwhelming. It's not like I'm from Chicago, so when you go to the art museum there, you can't even get through it in a day.
No.
Like you have to pick
I went to the art
section.
Museum in Chicago. Yeah, that's what you have to do.
You have to really pick a section and then just focus on that section.
You have to.
The Appleton does have a wide range of art, but it's manageable. We were there hour and a half, maybe.
Hour and a half, maybe.
Maybe 2 hours.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
And we saw everything, and we took it a leisurely stroll.
We very leisurely, very at our own pace, and it was very nice. But it was my disappointment was. I wish there were more people there.
There's a very good exhibit during Black History Month. There's a very good exhibit upstairs at the Appleton that highlights African American art and photos, and it tells a great story, tells a good story, tells about the hardships of being African American in this country at times, which we all know. If you were African American in this country, especially in the Deep South in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, it wasn't easy.
It was.
But a very good display at the Appleton. Good morning, caller. You're on Ocala Talks.
Good morning, folks, and it's so nice to hear a lovely lady's voice.
Oh, thank you, Hugh.
Hugh, don't encourage her. Do not encourage her.
Thank you. I wish your wife would call in again. I really enjoy it when she calls in.
Susan, do not encourage Linda. Do not encourage
Linda. Right now.
Yeah, she's covered up, isn't she?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, the Appleton, that was a Chicago wealthy businessman. That's his collection, and I'm very fearful of that Appleton going under. They've had trouble here a couple of years ago. They mentioned the fact that things were not going the way they want them to go, and I'm afraid we're going to lose that museum in the future. So I hope I'm wrong.
Well, the governor wrote it out. He line item vetoed some money for it a couple years ago. And CF's doing as good a job as they can do with it. They're keeping it open. But, it's one of these gyms in our community that we don't need to lose.
Mm-hmm. And it's even when it's not free, it's not that expensive to go into. $10. Like it's...
Yeah, I'm as guilty as everybody else. I've only been to the museum maybe twice or three times this last 2020 and 2020. But I'm going to be going again Sunday, and I just hope there'll be more than 5 people there.
Well, you know what, Hugh, I'd love it if you call in on Monday and let us know how you felt about it, and your thoughts on the museum and how many people were there.
Hugh, here's the thing: there was 5 people there. Probably because they were all frightened of me. They thought I was casing the place.
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Well, I don't know. You were looking at those Picassos too long. Maybe that guard had a feeling about it.
I leaned in a little too close. Got a little too close, Hugh. A little too close.
It's a beautiful, lots of beautiful art there, and it changes. It ain't the same thing up all the time. So they've got, I think they've got a pretty good sized warehouse full of art that just keeps rotating in a certain amount of time. But let's just hope for the best. I don't know how else we could keep something like that. It's always a money factor with everything, but we'll see what happens.
Did you get the chance, Hugh, a couple years ago to see the guitar display that was there?
No. What was that all about?
There was literally on the bottom floor. They took about 2. It goes in a square, and they took up two halls worth that had guitars from around the world and from the very beginning of time. The guitar when they were invented, all the way through. They had an Eddie Van Halen guitar in there. They had all the way up to, wait for it. Yep. They had one of those jukebox hero guitars in there that you play the video game guitar.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I wish that the museum would advertise more. I know you guys on WOC, talk about it and that, but in the paper you just don't see that much about it. So I think if they would increase their advertising and get the word out, maybe that would help a lot.
Well, it's kind of tough when you're up against financial constraints like the Appleton is. Mm-hmm. But it is one of Ocala's. Right. It is one of Ocala's gyms.
It certainly is, and it's so interesting that a museum of that quality would come to a city of the size of Ocala. I mean, usually a museum like that you'd see in a very large city, But Ocala, when Appleton probably opened up, could have been maybe 35,000, 40,000. I don't know how long it's been there, but it's just it's a real gem for us, and we should really support it more.
We should. Thanks for the call, Hugh.
Okay, thank you. Take care. Have a nice weekend.
Bye, Hugh.
Hugh's right. The Appleton is one of those things that the entire community should take in. It's a hidden gem that the entire community is doing themselves a disservice by not going and seeing the things that are on display there.
And don't they also have classes there for children to learn how to?
They do. Yeah. They do. Big classroom area for children and everything. Huge. Yeah. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you Dumb Crook News. That's right, it's Friday, but Dumb Crook News a little earlier today because April Savarese will be in at 10:30. So Dumb Crook News on the way next. 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, WOCA, The Source.
Buying and selling? Then you know about OcalaForSale.com, Marion County's internet marketplace. But there's something you might not know. I'm Michael Warren, president of USA for Sale. We created Ocala for Sale in 1998 with a passion to connect buyers and sellers and to help local businesses reach shoppers online. On Ocala for Sale, you're just a click away from thousands of deals for real estate, rentals, cars,